From the luckiest cyclist on the planet almost getting hit by a train, to a dump truck with no brakes that crashed into a house without mercy, or even cars lining up to jump 300 feet off a cliff and onto the land below. It's all in today's video. Join us on a new adventure.
You know, I thought we would go up higher in like Weber.
We should have a stage just for drivers like this, and they can live together and do whatever they want without laws. Racer Jeremy Foley and his co-driver survived this horrific crash at the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. They owe their lives to the man who built the crash family. Who's wrong in this situation? Comment 1 if it's the white car, and 2 if it's the dump truck. The Nissan hit the left fuel tank of the tractor head-on. Immediately after the collision, about 500 liters of diesel fuel spilled onto the road and caught fire fiercely. At the grain loading station, the truck accelerated and then plunged into the ditch without hesitation. What was the cause? What I care about is that the guy in the grey jacket still tries to keep the rope from the end to end. The driver abandoned the dump truck without brakes, letting it crash into a house. Luckily, no one was injured. The Glacier View River Retreat car launch is one of the craziest events in Alaska, maybe the entire United States. Cars line up to jump 300 feet off a cliff and land below, where spectators watch in awe. It's probably the most American thing ever. A horrifying morning for the tractor-trailer driver. The accident caused the tractor-trailer to tip over, causing the cab to partially fall onto the edge of the bridge over the Neshaminy stream. This is the daily life of F1 drivers. The crash was so impressive that it made us realize the speed of F1, especially when he survived the fire. It's definitely the most outstanding image of the sport in recent years. The collision at Sinmun intersection in Gangwon. It's known that the driver hanged himself, but The car rushed forward, causing a terrible accident. The explosion caused at least 12 cars to be hit by bullets. Several cars were completely burned. 6 people died and 14 were injured. The truck driver was not seriously injured. The light hadn't turned green yet, and the man still crossed the street, not even looking around until he almost hit. Anything can happen on the road, so be careful. This Mercedes driver is actually a racer. He drives the car drifting right on the busy street. The road rage took over as an SUV ran off the road. However, the truck driver was still hot and turned too fast and crashed into the highway median. The most important thing is that everyone survived the accident, and the man who committed such a reckless act should have his license permanently revoked and be banned from driving.
To jest w zupełności wystarczające, żeby koparkowy...
The video shows how a little speed can make a big difference. Of course, tire condition has a huge impact, but this is a good warning for those who save money on anything that saves lives. Don't be surprised, this happens every day in Yemen. Passengers are the most pitiful. It's these drivers who give new drivers a bad name and stigma. This is truly one of those moments where the saying, "Where did you get your driver's license?" is absolutely true and correct. I always knew Volvo produced safe cars, but how's that possible? Up against a tractor trailer and the passenger compartment still looks pretty intact. What kind of magic are they working into their cars? This is the breathtaking moment a Palestinian child miraculously survives being hit by a lorry, and the driver's being praised for his ingenuity. The white car suddenly braked and received a kiss from behind that deformed it. The blue car approached very quickly and was able to merge without any problems. But the driver with the dashcam didn't want his pride to be hurt, so he sped up to prevent the other driver from overtaking. A tire blowout while driving on the road is an extremely dangerous situation and can lead to a serious accident. Replace your tires if they're old. The driver lost control on a wet road. At the time of the accident, there were 8 passengers on the bus. Luckily, no one was injured. Now you know why your package wasn't delivered on time. Just kidding. I hope the driver's okay. Speed and carelessness were the main causes of this accident. Fortunately, no one was injured. This old and primitive bridge cannot bear the weight of this truck carrying timber. The driver of a luxury sports car had a serious accident, causing the car to split in half.
Whoa!
Who do you think's at fault in this situation? Comment 1 if it's the Volvo car, and 2 if it's the Suzuki car.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe. And of course, if you have any comments, you know where to leave them. I hope to see you again in tomorrow's next great adventure.